In this video, I will show you some of the best practices to create standardized Git repository. These tips and tricks are not required, but they make your projects much more professional and easier to maintain for both you and your team. First, I want to talk about the Readme file. In our current repository, we don't have a Readme file because it's just a simple example. But generally speaking, if you create a remote repository that you're sharing with other people, you want to add a Readme file. Here, you can just click Add Readme. What a Readme file does is it's used to tell the viewers and the users what this project is about and how to use this project. This is where the documentation lives for a project. Because it's an example, I will just say this file is an example of how to use Git. Also, when you create Readme files, you're able to use Markdown. So you can create a title, for example, say Intro to Git Exercises, and I can also create a list. Git is a version control system. Now I know how to do best Git practices. I am a Git master, and I can commit changes. As you can see, I have a Readme file now. The second thing I want to mention briefly is called a Git Ignore File. A lot of times when you are working with other people on a coding project, there are some files that you don't want to push up to GitLab or GitHub for security purposes. For example, your passwords or API keys, personal information, large files, or secrets of your applications. In order to protect your project, you can use the Git Ignore file. Let me show you how to create one. Right now, I'm on the development branch. I'm going to create a file that's called secret. In this file, I'm going to add some random numbers. So I'll say this is the secret key, okay? And I do not want this file to be up on GitLab. So I need to create a Git Ignore file. And you can just call it Git Ignore. Make sure you call it the exact same name. And I'm going to open the Git Ignore file. And in here, I will type the name of the file I want to omit, which is the secret file. And I'm going to save that. So now I'm going to add another changes and commit them. And I also need to push this. So as you can see, I pushed to the development branch. Let's go check it out to see if our secret is safe. As you can see, the secret file is not pushed up, but the Git Ignore file is pushed up, and it says secret. And that's all the Git best practices I want to talk about today. Thank you so much for watching.